Turn this on while I drink my morning coffee. And then here in a few minutes afterwards, I think I'm going to get some exercise. What should I watch on TV? YouTube, of course. I could
Welcome to Camping with Steve.
Camping with
Today
Steve.
we're in the city of Lethbridge. Beautiful weather here.
Why not? There's a good stealth camp behind the side of hiking trail. I've been watching a lot of the camping videos lately. Oddly enough, I found out it helps me fall asleep at night, so I'll watch it when I'm trying to go to sleep.
Welcome to Camping with Steve. Today we're in the city of Lethbridge. Beautiful weather here. A lot warmer than what we had in Edmonton and area.
All right.
And we're going to go do some stealth camping. New city, I have not really been here. I've been here once. So I looked around to see if I can find a spot to stealth camp.
I'm trying to decide what I want to do for my exercise this morning. I'm either going to maybe roll out the bag and do some of my normal fitness kickboxing style stuff, the way I do it normally when I do it on the live, where I kick the bag and talk to people. Or I think I might be leaning towards some VR boxing this morning, because that's just a lot of fun.
Time for new
Just trying to get yourself going.
or
Sometimes
some shoe glue or something.
you have the option of a game that makes you exercise.
I guess they just couldn't handle any more
Kind of
camping.
hard to beat if
Lots of
you're
spots
not
along
fully
the river.
energized, because that'll get you there.
And it looks like they'd be awesome if there was some foliage on these cottonwoods.
Of course, I'm a big fan
So
of
we're gonna
my
have to
fitness
go
kickboxing
A little
workouts.
farther into the woods. Well, there's this kind of mixed-use trail, mostly for, looks like mountain biking. Nice little swim in the hole that you can swim in.
All right,
You're
so
gonna have to get off the trail
just
here.
hanging out with me while I'm drinking my
You gotta
coffee
be
and
careful.
watching a little bit of TV.
There can be rattlers around here.
So that's what I'm doing at the
Later
moment.
in the season, to see them, I've heard April is the time you start to worry. But I'll keep an eye out, particularly
Do
since
any of you guys watch those
my shoes lost
those
a
camping
tread a
videos?
bit, but,
I
tread
guess I've
carefully.
got on my television right there the Steve Wallace stealth camping guy. And some morning coffee.
There's an old survey marker there, which might be
Be here probably about 10 minutes. I'll start exercising. May see if I can keep this live going.
for the river. And
Let's go down my
I
coffee
haven't
first.
seen any property signs.
Then go
but
switch to my workout
There are
clothes
some
and
buildings up there.
get some exercise in.
Major roads there.
Sometimes, alright,
I do believe we're
on
still
most
in the
days, this is when I
park.
go take my nap,
Oh,
right? I usually wake up in
and
about an
these
hour,
bushes up there,
and then I'll go back to sleep for anywhere
that's just
from
about right.
an hour and a half to 3 or 4 hours, depending on how long I slept the night before. Hey, happy birthday,
Into a series of game trips
Nishad.
here. I shouldn't have to
Happy
worry about
birthday.
bears
Hey, what's up, Noah?
because This isn't their
going,
biome
guys?
of choice. This is kind of arid,
Hmm.
not true desert, but
Happy Halloween. Hey, that guy's got his birthday on
lots of deer around,
Halloween.
though.
What
I
do you know?
that. I've seen them in the city itself. This spot.
Yeah, I decided not to take a nap today. I'm going to stay awake, finish my coffee, and do some exercise.
I
You know,
know
just a
there's
few.
probably a lot of deer that hang around here, but I don't think will cause me too much of a problem. Very warm today. 14 Celsius, which I think is 57 or so Fahrenheit.
Well, what good temperature is the Camping with Steve guys camping at up on my TV?
And, yeah, I'm going to set up a cot here, trying to make it camping under the stars, but I have a little bit of
A little chilly here today,
that I'll put up
but not that bad. We're just not used to it yet, you know.
further out in the
It's
trails.
40 degrees this morning, which,
Called the neon
I mean, that's not
sleeping
nothing crazy, but, you know, when you're used to it, when you're just coming off the summer, in the spring, you're used to it being 60, and then it's 40, it's like, ugh. So, my fingers got a little bit cold out there. Anybody doing anything for Halloween this year? Maybe you got kids, you're going trick or treating. Maybe you don't have kids, you're going to a Halloween party. I don't know.
Ta-da! Ed, this will do just fine. The stars. I don't see any footprints really in this part of the park. I could see maybe dogs running around off leash in the morning for dog walkers. But this park is pretty much off the beaten path. I don't see any signs of people around here other than that one empty, which will be coming.
So it'll be interesting to see
along with a bunch more.
how this changes.
And,
If I keep this live going the whole time like I plan, when I swap over to exercising, it'll be interesting to see what changes with the viewer count and all that stuff. So, especially if I decide to roll out the bag and kick the bag, those are the lives where I get the most viewers, is when I'm kicking the bag and talking to the camera. But I don't know if I want to do that or if I just want to do VR boxing. That's something I don't have to think about. Just put it on and spar people, essentially, that aren't there, but still. Even the Grim Reaper, cool costume.
Surroundings I could find, but
Yeah, Noah said he's going to be the Grim Reaper this year. I was going to dress up as a pirate when I was taking my kid trick or treating, but my pirate costume that I found on Amazon looked so cool. When I got here, it didn't look so cool. So I think I may skip the costumes this year. I haven't worn costumes in several years anyway, so.
Backpack. It's all just hidden away. So, yeah, I can chill out behind here. I don't think people are ever going to see me.
Yeah.
Okay, the hard work is all
Yeah, you
done.
don't always wear costumes as often once you have kids, because
I don't even
you're
know
not
where
as
this is
concerned about it
made. It's
yourselves.
called
Because I don't have any kind of
Company, but I like the name of
Halloween
it.
party to go to or none of that. I just take my kid trick or treating, and that's really what it's all about,
And where is it made? Or some colorblind and I can't read the red on. Oh, Calgary. There we go. Fairly local. Hiking shook it up.
Yeah, so you'll see me looking up here is because I'm like, I need something to do while I'm sitting here drinking my coffee besides just chatting. So I do got Steve Wallace, Camping with Steve, on my television up there. The camping YouTuber, does stealth camping. He's has some fun stuff. So it helps me sleep, really, when I play that when I'm trying to go to sleep. So, but it's actually also kind of interesting to me as well.
I didn't want to break the bank with anything. I picked this up from Atmosphere. It's a Marmot NanoWave 25 degree. Somebody's walking around there. Let's lay low for a second.
Yep. Something I like about having roommates, as I do here, is that everybody's got a different schedule, and there's almost never a time when there's not somebody here and awake. It's very rare, so I think it gives you an extra layer of security in a way. It's kind of cool that, there's always somebody awake at your house. It makes it where you have more eyes watching out.
I like to support local when I'm camping in these towns, and actually the price was not bad. I think it was $130 on sale or something. Claims to be good down to, well, they say 25 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I got a couple,
and then they
got some
have
friends that I've known for a long time.
I'm not sure what's going on.
There's some roommates with me too, so it's extra eyes looking out. But everybody's schedule is way different, so.
If it gives me one more degree, I'll be happy. So.
It's good to have eyes wherever you can. Just for safety. Also, like cameras. You got a house, put cameras up, man, in case something happens. You want to have it recorded.
It's not discreet, but it's also not.
To help you catch porch pirates. We have cameras up, I'll tell you that. And not only that, it'll deter porch pirates if they see your cameras. They'll go to your neighbor's house instead.
We'll see what it does. It packs up so nice and small. The other one, that big yellow one, took up my entire backpack. So any winter camping, I pretty much had to bring 2 backpacks. and it really stuck out, quite obvious. But
Well, hey, kitty cat.
this loft up.
Kitty cat that came down here to see me.
Morning.
That one's Cassie. She's the fluffy one.
The sleeping system, got this little
So,
climate static E2
the
air
kitty.
mattress sleeping pad thing.
Meow, meow, meow. Good
It's
kitty cat.
small, and I really treated
Yeah, that
myself
kitty
to
cat.
some
Likes to
smaller
see me.
lightweight gear. I normally just have the big stuff with me, but it makes
Well, that
a lot
guy's just
more
insulting me.
stealth camping
That's not cool.
situations pretty impossible. If I'm just bringing one backpack like this, it's obvious enough that it is, with bedrolls, tile, water canisters, and everything. So, yeah, new gear day. And again, you know, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. I'm sponsored by people who have donated to the Beer Donation Fund, the Gear Donation Fund, and Bale Donation Fund.
Okay.
Because a lot of people want to see me out here trying stealthy things, and this certainly makes it possible. Anyhow, it doesn't have a self-inflating bag included with it, and I know you're not supposed to inhale directly into it because it will get
Yep.
condensation inside.
I'm not
But
gonna.
that's what we're gonna have to do today.
There we go. Yeah, if you guys ever, I don't know if any of you guys have a YouTube channel.
No, it's
If any of you guys ever start one and start doing lives and stuff,
gross.
something that
Where there's one, there's sure to be more.
you're gonna get no matter what you do. There's gonna be trolls that come on there and
Feet away.
try to insult you and try to start conflict. You just can't let those people bother you. You just can't.
Overly conspicuous.
You know, the best thing you can do sometimes is, you know, if they're overly crude,
Tree there.
you can delete what they're posting. You can kick them off the chat. You know,
Sleeping bag,
especially like
much better.
if you might have some younger people mixing your chat too. You know, there's people saying vulgar things. You may have to like kick them out of your chat. You know,
Gotta get a few more of these,
So,
these camels.
it's necessary sometimes.
Awesome.
But you can't let any of it bother you because
I haven't seen our little grouse.
people on the internet are crazy.
But
They don't. Some of them might behave that way in real life, but most of them wouldn't even behave that way in person. They wouldn't. They're behind their protection of the screen, and so they say whatever comes to their mind, as if they think you're not a real person.
Whether it's minus 30, whether we're hiding from park rangers, there's always something. And this week was ticks. So I got tucked into my socks. And if I'm walking through the tall grass or bushes, I want to have long sleeves on. When I
De donde eres? What does that mean? De
So I
donde?
got this kind of turned inside out.
I feel like I should know what donde means at least.
Cold enough that I have to put the jacket back on.
Yeah, I speak English, so I couldn't really tell you.
And I got a pair of tweezers with me in case one does land on me. And right off. And yeah, there should be a problem. There are ticks around here. The place is not infested with ticks, but they are out here. And
Anybody translate what this person said down here in a different language?
you know, they can carry disease, but it's not that common
Well.
out here. But it's still good to be cautious. That and the rattlers. So what
I was hoping it would give me an option to translate, but it doesn't. I don't know if I'm scrolling through regular chats, you can hit translate and it'll tell you, but looks like I don't see a way to do it on a live.
I still keep an eye where I'm stepping. Sure.
My kitty cat walked off.
It's,
Got a kitty cat down here by my feet.
Now that the sun's dipped behind the hill over there, just to go see my breath. So I'm gonna get the sleeping system set up. I haven't used it yet, so it's always good to do it before it's too dark. And I'll probably try to.
Do any of you guys watch that power slap thing? One of my friends got really into that. Was telling me about it 'cause he was going to watch one that's coming on today at noon. So I don't know. I might try watching it, but I'm not so sure about it.
Get a sleeping bag in there. Start cooking some food before it gets too dark. I haven't heard anybody else on the trails for a little bit because they're probably at home cooking supper like normal people instead of doing it in the woods, hidden behind a camel cloth.
Anybody else out there feel like saying what they're doing for Halloween? Just whatever you feel like talking about. That's all cool. We're just chilling right now. Start my exercise in a while.
This is going to be
if I decide to exercise doing VR boxing, I was thinking about casting it to my TV and letting the phone film the TV.
Big yellow one was a little chilly
Um,
sometimes.
I don't know. Or you just watch me with a headset on, punch at nobody. You know, one or the other, right? Last time I tried to cast it to an extra device that I put in front of the live, but the device kept locking where you couldn't see what was going on. So it's like, it's cool for short bursts, you know. So because you can see me and what I can see. So I might ought to just kick the bag. I mean, if I'm, you know, if I wanted more people joining the live and watching and participating, that's what I really need to do is go in there and kick the bag.
Being just below 0 Fahrenheit or minus 18 Celsius.
It's just when I do the other, I don't have to think about what I'm doing. I'm also thinking maybe I'll do both. I might use one for a warm-up for the other, you know? Like maybe I'll do a round of virtual boxing to warm me up for kicking the bag. That's a possibility. I might do that.
In case there's some larger animals lurking around in the woods. And we pray there won't be. Can't put a fire here because there were signs all over the place that said, don't light a fire. There's clearly dry grass and brush everywhere. So.
Oh, hey, kitty cat.
Just,
my kitty cat came back.
She'll here finish off this beverage.
It's the one with the fluffy tail.
Start to cook the meal.
Yeah, I got multiple cats here. If you've seen some of my lives recently, you may have seen them because I've been filming the cats a little bit more. You know, I've been expanding what I do on the channel a little bit. And I used to just be specific. And now I'm like, well, maybe I should just start including everything, you know? Show you my cats, show you some of my cooking. You know, even though really, you know, it's a martial arts and exercise channel.
I got the little tiny stove. This is an MSR, pretty light one.
You know, exercise usually through martial arts, like a martial arts workout is usually, you know, because that's what most of the videos on the channel are, is fitness kickboxing workouts that you can do at home, you know, on your own bag, or if you don't have a bag, you can do it in the air, but I think it's better on a bag. I use one of those XXL Wave Masters. You don't have to hang it, you know, it just has a base and it sits there.
As minimal as possible without going with extreme fat packing, you know, type gear. So it almost fits everything and closes perfectly. But
I'll tell you what, though, having a workout channel, you'd think I would
Shop Etsy for affordable holiday decor.
think that I would make sure I ate super good, but a lot of times I eat what I want. You know, I eat pretty good food, but I eat more of it than I should. And then when I get a hankering for something bad, I just go for it. For a while, I wasn't, you know. I have little stints where I decide to only eat good, lean foods and say no to the bad stuff. But then I'll have more stints where I just eat whatever I want.
Save it all and save the holidays.
Of course, whatever I want has shifted some, you know, since I started doing this kind of stuff because I decided, you know, I should make sure that I make protein a priority. And that by itself makes it where you eat a little bit less of the bad stuff. Just protein satisfies you. I'm gonna skip these ads over here. You know, I remember when I was watching a lot of cable television, right? I don't have cable no more. I think most people don't. But I remember watching that and fast forwarding to all the commercials, thinking, man, I think commercials are kind of dead, right? And now that like everybody's getting rid of cable, and we're watching on little different apps and stuff, ads are everywhere. So commercials are stronger than ever. Now, if only I could get some ad revenue, wouldn't that be great? I don't have the watch hours required for that. I finally got enough subscribers. Finally, this week. But, you know, I'm nowhere near in watch hours to get any kind of monetization. So, you got everybody that watches this, everybody starts doing one of my workouts every day. Maybe I would get there, you know? So, but that's also why I'm, you know, thinking about adding extra content to the channel. I might, you know, I was thinking about maybe adding some little funny skits or something, you know. So, just mixing it up a little, you know.
Father reached out to me and told me you're a big fan of the channel.
One more wash hours, you gotta do different stuff than just exercise, unless, I don't know, unless you get lucky and one of your workouts blows up. Because there are people out there that have workouts that have been watched, you know,
He'd be very happy.
40, 50,000 times, which is crazy,
So
you know, but
that will
I'm not sure how to get
boil
there.
up, and we're going to be hunkering down.
I don't see many channels out there that do the kind of workouts I do, though, where you're
Pretty much, so
actually hitting a bag. There's only a few that I've seen. So
the shells. And there's the ready-made sauce that comes with this. And I'll actually heat this up in the water as well before I drain this out. The nice thing is with this lid, it comes with a pouring
Fight Camp is one of them,
angle there.
maybe the biggest one, but
Also,
their whole thing, though, is they're trying to sell you their equipment, you know, which is why they have the workouts. Their equipment's kind of cool, but it's expensive,
shouldn't take too long.
you know, so. Because I remember I looked into it to see if I wanted some Fight Camp stuff. I'm like, yeah, it costs too much, you know, for me anyway. I'm not ready to spend that money, but I love what they do with their gloves because they have
I'm just gonna warm up
trackers in them where they can tell you how many times you threw a punch, which that's kind of cool. How many punches did you do in this workout? You know, now it would be even cooler if you had that and trackers to attach to your feet somewhere,
It's so nice.
so you can also track the kicks as well. That would be great.
Just comes right out of the bag, ready to go.
I mean, kicking and punching is great exercise. Dude, people knock it, but even old school Tabo is great exercise.
The first time taste testing.
No, I was doing some of his old stuff. The Billy Blank's boot camp was actually really good. Came out in 2004. Came with those resistance bands. And back when that was still only a few years old, I did it. And I did it like pretty much every day. And a month later, I dropped 20 pounds out of six pack, but also at the same time I drastically changed my eating because I was around the same time I'd moved out of my parents' house and realized food was expensive. And so I was eating mostly eggs, and that, so I had a huge drop in calories and increase in protein at the exact same time as doing those workouts. So that's why I got so ripped up.
So far, better than being outside. And yes, leaving my jacket on.
But when I went and redid that workout a few times recently, I was like, oh, well, that's why my shoulders look so look so jacked after doing a month of that, or look so cut, because using those resistance bands and trying to do a martial art workout, shoulders are super heavy, especially in his workout, because you do arm circles and stuff with those bands and different things like that. It just kills your shoulders. Like your shoulders feel it more than anything else during that workout. I mean, I say that, but as you do so many squats and lunges too, that it slams your legs. So, I mean, I think that's like, for a full body workout, I think that's like one of the best ways to go is if you make your arms hate you, and then you make your legs hate you, then you go back and make your arms hate you again. I mean, yeah, that's going to be a good workout. Well, that's it for my coffee. So now to decide, I'm going to leave this on live and go change and come back with you guys looking at nothing, or am I going to exit off and bring it back up when I'm ready to exercise? Make sure I didn't miss nobody in here. Looks like I didn't.
Sun's not quite up yet, but speaking of Starlink, it just flew over top of me, a big cluster. It's been a pretty chilly night, but well, that was kind of cool to see. A little Starlink train going.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll come back when I start my exercise. All right, guys. So subscribe so you see stuff.
But anyway, I was just watching the sky, and then I saw that shoot past. So that was
Next time this goes live, I'll be getting ready to do my workout, I think. course, I almost want another coffee,
Good morning. It's a frosty one.
but I'll be all right. Let's see what
According
time is
to
it.
the internet, it got down
About
to
8:20.
-3 here last night. I'm guessing a little colder where I am because I'm down in the river valley here. The sun is actually up, but I'm down in the river valley, so I can just see it hitting the tops of the trees. Time for me to get up and start packing up, make maybe a little food, so it's not too frozen, and climb up into the sunshine where I can warm up a bit. So that's
Well, at the very least,
liner.
if I was going to leave it going, I would want it charging the whole time, right?
And,
Very least. It's been going live for 25 minutes. What is my charge like? Let's see it. Not too bad.
I was pretty disappointed with the performance of this.
My charger on there.
Now that I'm actually
Well, it's
up
like
at,
this. Yeah, I think I would need something to sit this on to get that going correctly.
I think it's a lot colder where I am. The
Let's see.
temperature says -3 Celsius. Just because
Let's see what I can do here.
Spot out of the sun, close to the river. So, yeah, this is a nice just
Yeah,
fine.
I think I'll just bring this back up when I'm ready to actually do something again. You know, when I'm ready for my workout. I think I'll just bring it back up. So
That's
see you
what I was
guys.
expecting.
See you guys in a few.
That's how things go back into the bag they come in normally.